I represent the big first district of Kansas, which is 60 primarily rural counties in western, central, and a few in the eastern part of the state of Kansas. Transportation infrastructure is very, very important to us. The Southwest Chief route runs through the state of Kansas, where 53% of residents live within 25 miles of a passenger rail station and 75% within 50 miles. Kansas is also home at the same time to 4,600 miles of active rail, which Amtrak utilizes for its passenger rail service. Mr. Gardner, the Southwest Chief route runs right through my district and makes several stops each night and early morning. I'm just wanting to confirm that you, as the CEO and Amtrak, are supportive of long-distance passenger rail routes like Southwest Chief.
Yes, sir, we are. We're supportive of the Chief, and we are looking to hopefully connect the Chief with the leadership of the two states of Oklahoma and Kansas, potentially to the Heartland Flyer in Newton.
I appreciate that. I've heard that Amtrak has planned on reducing the sleeper car capacity of the Southwest Chief route. This seems a little contradictory, seeing that I know you're supportive. Is this true, and can you provide an explanation?
No, I'll get back to you on the specific details, but our goal here is to, in fact, put as much sleeper capacity as we can on routes with strong demand. The western routes have particularly strong demand. The issue has been we've been working through some of the overhauls that are in come due and need to get done by our mechanical shops, and the impacts of a number of equipment pieces that we've lost in recent incidents. So we have a smaller fleet today because we have roughly 30 or so wrecked vehicles that can't be repaired, and we're working hard to get more capacity back out into all of our long distance routes because we see success occurring on routes like the Chief.
Okay, thank you. And as you know, next question, our country's faced significant supply chain issues over the past few years. The freight rail and short line rail have been some of the major industries that have been affected. The railroad, of course, owns the track that Amtrak uses. And what assurances can you give our nation's freight and short line railroads as Amtrak looks to expand that Amtrak will be a good negotiating partner in the development of future passenger rail service?
Well, it's absolutely required that we be a good partner. We try and find productive, mutually beneficial outcomes to both support the service we have today and achieve the kind of results that I think you expect in terms of on-time performance, and to permit growth where it is appropriate. And that, again, is a calculus that is developed by us, our state partners, the FRA, et cetera. But then we seek to negotiate and come up with a collaborative solution. And generally, we've been supportive of that. I would point to our agreements with Canadian Pacific as a great example of two railroads working together. We've got a great relationship there. And that's going to be always our goal, is to find a mutually beneficial solution, but also one that respects the rights that the public was given and that Amtrak was given through its creation to utilize the nation's rail system. But we don't do that in a way, we don't believe that significantly negatively impacts freight railroads. And there is a safeguard method, essentially, that ensures that our additional service does not come at the expense of the ability to move goods and services in the United States.
I think that's incredibly important. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. With that, I yield back.